Today, we are going to understand blockchain technology in depth through a simple analogy and also understand how it could change many things around us. Blockchain, in its simplest form, is a database that stores data. So, let's start with our simplest way of recording data. Writing down in a personal diary is one of the simplest way that many follow. For others, it could be typing into an Excel sheet or a Word document, keying into an application, or a sophisticated software as well. Let's start with the simplest one, writing down in a personal diary or a book. This book is nothing but the blockchain. The pages of the book are nothing but blocks, and the thread that connects each block to another is a chain, hence making it a chain of blocks or blockchain, or it is also called as ledger. Now let's assume that this book is a digital book and is connected to the internet. Some of your friends have also decided to get similar digital books, and hence all of you form something called a blockchain network or simply blockchain. This is hence a peer to peer network where peers can communicate with each other, and each of these digital books are also called network nodes or participants in the network. All the participants in a network will need a digital identity in the network to reveal themselves, which normally will be accomplished via digital signatures in the blockchain network. Common ways of digital identity also includes login credentials, net banking credentials, Aadhaar OTP, etc. But digital signature is the most popular and safest option, being kept in a physical USB device, offline most of the time and cryptographically secured. Digital signatures also have the property of being unique for a given content or data, and hence the digital signature from one document for a given purpose cannot be forged or used for anything else. With this network in place, your group of friends finds new usages. Next time, when you all go out for a party, it's easy to settle the payments in this digital book as all of you are connected there. Assume that it was you who paid the bill this time. So, you then make an entry in the digital book that on so and so date, we so and so people partied together and so person paid the bill amount rupees so and so, which is to be equally divided among all participants. This basic entry is also called as a transaction or a value transfer event, as it records transfer of value between certain participants. On receiving this transaction, this digital book or ledger sends this message to all other digital books connected in the network. Others validate whether this transaction is valid or not. These validation rules might be driven by predefined rules in some cases or via inputs from participants in certain cases. Say, for example, validation rule could be whether the transaction is inputted and signed by the right participant, is the value correct, etc. Normally, these rules are predefined and agreed across the network participants. These rules are commonly called as consensus algorithms, as they facilitate agreement between the different participants. If a transaction is found valid as per consensus rules, then that transaction is written to a new page in the digital book, and as long as majority participants in the network accept it as valid, that becomes the truth of the network, or the network moves from one version of truth to another in sync with each other. So this network of participants essentially can arrive at a single shared version of truth in the blockchain network. This is one of the most important features of a blockchain network. Now, we discussed earlier that each page of the digital book or each block in the blockchain is connected to the previous pages or blocks by a chain. Actually, this chain is formed by including a fingerprint of the previous page as a record on any given page. This fingerprint is formed by a process that generates a unique pattern for any given input, and it's impossible for us to derive the input page from the output fingerprint. This one-way fingerprint process that makes linked fingerprint is called as hash pointer in blockchain parlance, and this is one of the most important aspects that keeps the blockchain together. This essentially creates a link between each page from the first page till the last page. This means that any change in a particular page will result in changes in all the subsequent pages of the digital book as they are linked forward. So if any participant attempts to change any transaction info on any page, It takes the digital book out of sync with the rest of the network and hence becomes the odd man out from the majority in the network. This means that for any hacker or malicious participant to successfully alter the network, they will need to go and do the change they want to do across majority of the network participants. As the number of participants increases, this becomes a difficult task considering the different types and levels of security and control features at various nodes spread across the globe across time zones. This gives the immutability feature to this digital book or blockchain, which means that it's very difficult to successfully change the blockchain data. This also lets the blockchain ledger build provenance or history over time over its network transactions that anyone can take as the absolute truth. These digital books also have certain alerts or trigger feature to invoke certain transactions as per predefined terms. Say for example, in the previous party example, the digital books might display a reminder to settle payment if not settled within a week or so. These actions could happen at specific time intervals or when a transaction arrives or depending on certain transaction value. This ability of the blockchain to take care of the agreed terms between members of the network is called smart contract, as it fulfills the contract terms in a smart manner. Trust in the blockchain network is driven by the features including immutability, smart contracts, and consensus, which we discussed earlier, which gets powered by digital signature and hash linkages. Digital signatures and hash linkages are all cryptographically secured to prevent any misuse of the digital identity or any attempts to break the hash pointer linkage between blocks. This also means that you can tomorrow ask a stranger also to join this digital book network, as the behaviors of the new node will be as per the trust rules in the network. But for a group of strangers to operate a network, this is not enough. There also must be a good incentive mechanism to reward the effort put in by genuine nodes to keep the network running, which is termed as mining reward or the transaction fees in case of a Bitcoin-like cryptocurrency network. So essentially this means that the peer-to-peer blockchain network can effectively track the life cycle of any asset from its origin till expiry across the different network participants in an effective, authentic manner with complete transparency for all stakeholders. An asset could be anything like a diamond, or a car, or a real estate property, or anything that has value. The most recent version of asset in the blockchain network is called token, which is nothing but an asset of certain value. For example, Bitcoin is one such token. Concept of a digital token with value adds greater liquidity to the underlying assets as well. Now you have understood blockchain conceptually end to end. It's a network of strangers or their computers which can create immutable history of transactions or asset transfers in the network and keep track of agreed terms and conditions in the network based on the agreed governance and consensus mechanisms. There will be additional terminologies that you will hear with respect to blockchain, which are nothing but practical implementations of these concepts. Example, proof of work, proof of stake, etc. are popular consensus algorithms, and Hyperledger, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Quorum, etc. are blockchain networks developed by various companies or individuals. Private and public blockchains are types of blockchain networks depending on the openness of the network to its participants. Just like internet revolutionized information and made it accessible for all of us, blockchain can revolutionize agreements and value exchanges. Current version of internet is centralized and is concentrated with certain institutions that connect participants on their platform and take a charge for the same. Amazon, Google, Facebook, etc. are examples of such platforms. Problem is that over time these intermediaries will become power hubs that own our data and charge the associated processes and can take monopolistic decisions. Blockchain technology is one of the important components in changing this structure of internet and giving more power to the real owners and make it more distributed. Now let us understand how blockchain could change our lives. Blockchain can significantly reinvent any scenario in our life where multiple institutions or individuals are involved in a transaction or decision-making process. For example, seamless property transfer or property inheritance from one person to another is possible through blockchain transactions and smart contracts, building a clear property ownership. Triple entry accounting to eliminate accounting scams and shell companies from corporate world is possible through blockchain network transparency. Owning your data or assets is possible through digital signatures and clear blockchain provenance. Minimizing black money is also possible by issuing digital currency and tracking it via a blockchain network. Minimizing the terms and conditions conflict with banks, credit cards, landlords, etc. is also possible in blockchain using smart contracts. These are some of the practical changes possible in our lives in near future. So essentially from today's broken internet, we'll move to a more connected ecosystem of participants. Now you have complete conceptual clarity on blockchain. Blockchain, or the distributed ledger technology, is now expanding to various diverse domains such as the decentralized web, DApps, Web3, decentralized finance or DeFi, user-centric identity, cryptocurrency, and so on. Stay tuned for more videos on these topics.